Now this one is ridiculous. It's on a huge canvas. I have to actually break it every time to move it. But this is, I don't know if y'all know, but Adam didn't have one wife. He had three.
Oh.
It was Lilith.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one didn't have a name. And then there was Eve.
Eve.
Yeah. So this is my take on the three wives of Adam's, but it's called Lilith blank Eve. And
they all ate the fruit.
They all ate the fruit. But yeah, so this one was just kind of a thing I wanted to do in a fun way. It's the largest one, but it was the one I finished the fastest. And there's little things you note about it. Like this is Lilith, and if you notice Lilith, her branches or antlers are slightly higher, larger than everybody else's. This is the bride with no name and no arms, so like she's the forgotten one. She has the smaller branches. And then this is Eve, whose branches aren't as large as Lilith, because Lilith was actually like the feminist of the wives, so she had to go, and then she became like demonized later on in mythology and whatnot. So this is Eve. She gets the splay, but we all know what happened after that. So this one will probably not be in too many shows because I have to like break it. Like this is why it's all kind of crunchy down here. I have to, but it was experimental. I really do love this one. But this one will probably be a permanent kind of, it's not going to many more places. But luckily, because it's plaster cast, I can just make more legs. Or I can add on, take off, change things around. So yeah, my ladies.
Nice.
And then I have some more stuff downstairs.
Great.
Let's
see the shop and everything.
Yeah, let's go check that out.
Mosey through the plex.
This place is really amazing. I don't know if you guys can see. There's people, there's art everywhere. It's really awesome.
Oh yeah. This is the painting that was on my wall. This is where I got it from. He like threw all this stuff out. And I was like, okay.
Nice.
I don't mind dumpster diving. But he's pretty established.
Yeah.
This is my friend Sarah. She's amazing. What is the place? Disjecta?
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a really cool show there.
Disjecta.
Last year.
It's a gallery.
That kitchen, I see our Christmas tree.
Beautiful.
But you see like this huge complex. Have you ran into anybody else?
No.
So you have 100 people, but you can still like be alone.
Wow.
So
I love that it's an old facility.
I know, and some of
this is a lot of what we aspire to do. Like
I was telling her that. I mean, we got a house right now that we're trying to work into a thing like this, but
a gallery.
I want to get an apartment building or something with space. And I like the idea of the community kitchens.
Yep.
The community spaces where people can gather and support each other and create together.
So this is our community. This is the Denison Gallery. We're kind of in a dark month because, January, February are pretty slow. But we're going to have like a little small kind of group show. So this is our gallery. It's weird. It shrinks and gets bigger. And I mean, you can do a lot with it. This is our second gallery, Gallery 5. We were using it for outside artists at one point, or like if we have sales or you want to have like a small show, we have the Gallery 5, which is good because if it's like an outside artist, they lock the doors and you don't have to worry about that thing.
You were talking a little bit about you like art swaps or art exchanges?
Yeah, I still forgot to ask Chris, but at home we did a lot of, it's always the thing about, sell art, make money and this, but once I started selling a lot of art, I realized like, I'm not buying art. People are buying my work, but I'm not supporting and buying work. And so then I started supporting and buying work, and then you know, you realize like, oh, we're artists, we're all kind of broke. Maybe instead of dealing in money, we should just deal in our own art and have potlucks, have parties, have get-togethers, and just trade. And it takes all the pressure off, and it's just a really good time. And you know, some things you just don't have to worry about price. It's like, oh, we'll get 2 or 3, or I'll make you this, and I really want that. And it always turns out really well. So I'm hoping to do that at the beginning, like mid-January with Peoples. I still got to run it by Chris, but I'm hoping that'll get underway. Or even if I can just like, yo, let's have a potluck.
If he sees this,
here,
he'll hear about it before you ask him.
Well, that was one of the things we talked about with Chris. Is he talked about how much he donates his work and how much time he just gives away because I don't know if it's, I do this because I'm going to get that, or if I'm just glad to be alive and doing this thing, and I'm glad that there's other people and I want to share it with people.
It's a balance. I mean, I've done the same thing. It's just like, it depends on who it is or what it is. Like, if a gallery comes to you, oh, will you donate? No, because you can afford to pay me. Like, you're scamming me. You want me to do something for free.
What am I getting out of this? What am I getting out of this?
Oh, exposure. To whom? What kind of exposure? I mean, there's a point. I mean, we all have to do that, I think, at some point. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't be like, oh my God, I want, $1 for this or $50 for that or blah, blah. I mean, no, some things. I mean, I've donated to auctions. I've given away probably just as much work as I've sold. But I'm fine with that. And then there's a point where I'm like, oh, I'm tired of this. I want to make new stuff. Let's trade this, or I need you to fix this. Here's some artwork, and it gets it done. Mm-hmm. And it's actually a better deal because I'm like, either
I'm giving away way more art than I've sold.
It's a win-win situation because you're getting your name out there and you're acquiring something.
Yeah. And I told you at the event, I was like, everybody, for every birthday, every Christmas, you're getting eyeballs for like the rest of your life. That's what you're getting. So pick your colors. They already know. Don't even question. You're getting eyes. You can even come pick them out if you want to. But so definitely getting other artists' work, coming out and supporting, and buying is a very big deal for me. And it's a really big deal because I haven't been able to do it in Portland. So I do want to get together and have a swap so I can finally acquire other work.
I love getting to know people too, that's the big thing about getting together with people.
Yeah. Last night was awesome. Last night I got to meet you for the first time, and Amy McLean, and I met James last night. And
you were on it.
I was on it.
Yeah, you're like, I'm shy.
I already
had a drink, and now it's like, let's meet. And it was great.
I already have appointments coming from
last
night. Yeah,
but that's how you have to do it. You have to do the footwork.
Yeah.
And talk. But I mean, it's common sense to me. But
I'm less shy about this because of the positive feedback that we've gotten from every artist that's been involved with it.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not ashamed of what we're doing. I'm proud of what we're doing, and I love talking to people about it and inviting them to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm definitely glad you got a lot of hits from Peoples.
Yeah.
Because they are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we going?
Okay, shop is this way.
All right.
The magic happens.
We have a
this
theater.
way.
And restrooms.
And classrooms.
Oh, you want to see the classroom with the centaur first, or the shop?
Wherever you want to take us.
Let's go to the centaur.
Be dramatic.
The centaur.
The centaur.
Then I'll show you. I know somebody was in here.
Shop.
Johnny's in here. We'll come back. We'll come back. Get him out later so I can work. And I'm special. I have keys to rooms. I might have a key. Might have a key. Not everybody has this key. So this is the classroom, and sometimes we have like workshops, like we have a little meditation area.
Wow.
And then,
Oh, here we go.
we have a centaur. And this was the one that started it all. Yeah, she's huge. And you can actually, I can actually
What is this?
It's actually, you know, one of those kid toys, like the horses, and it trots. So I mean, it has joints and everything.
Oh, it's got a mechanical thing going on inside it?
And so I was at Goodwill and I saw it and I was like, what am I gonna do with this huge horse? And
Cut its head off.
I cut its head off, and it was so funny because I was at the Goodwill. I'm the only fool who wants to buy this horse.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? You're gonna walk around the store, and if you think of an idea before you leave, you can get it. So I'm like halfway across the store, and I was like, oh shit, I can make a centaur. And I'm like sprinting through like the Goodwill bins, and I like swan dive on top. Like nobody else wanted it whatsoever.
How much did they charge for it?
Oh my god, probably maybe $5 to $10.
$5 to $10.
It's like by the pound.
Yeah, yeah.
By the pound.
Wow.
But
This is very cool with the leaves as the hood.
yeah, so this is the one that just kind of started it, and I was like,
Does this one have a name?
it's Kintar with a K. Those were the female centaurs, or Kintori or something, probably butchering it. But those were the female centaurs, the ones you never hear about. There's no real, that I've found, story except for this was the wife of this male centaur who did blah, blah, blah. So there's nothing that I've found so far as far as like female centaurs, but I was like, it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody finds some information, let me know.
Help us create the story.
How much are you selling this one for?
Oh my, she's starting at like 5, I guess.
5,000?
5,000, sure.
Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Exactly.
think any less than that.
It's kind of sad because I'm not going to be able to store it much longer. So it's kind of like,
Don't say that.
I know.
500. It's a steal for 500. 5,000 is what it's worth. She's only asking for 10% of what she's worth.
Only.
She needs a home.
Oh my god, these are funny too. These are my, I've got my stuff everywhere.
All right.
These are my,
Yeah,
this is my ceramic work, my ice machines.
Do they have ice in them? Oops.
It melted.
Oh, it melted.
But these are
Look,
my,
the inside of the door.
because I can't make a plate or a bowl to save my life, but I can make you a nice refrigerator. So that was one of the last projects I did before I moved here, was make ice machines for some reason.
That's cute.
And then I made dumpsters. This is mine. Dumpsters.
Oh, with the toys in them. This is actually ceramic or something.
I do ceramics, but like I said, I cannot make a cup. I can't make anything just like super functional. Can't make a cup, but I can make a trash can.
I love the wheels on the belt.
So yeah, so this is the classroom.
Yep.
Momentarily, it will be. I think it will actually be a living space pretty soon. So.
So there's regular meditation sessions in here?
Every Wednesday, my friends Sarah and Jakai, they do meditations in here.
That's something I'd like to do
Yeah.
more of.
They get their arm on, or
Oh, you don't do it? You don't do it?
I start thinking about lunch and
Oh, I do too.
stuff like
It takes
that.
me about 30
The
seconds.
leg starts to like cramp up.
Comic books to play with. These are always, I got, yeah.
We're having a comic
This is the way artists
illustration
work.
show.
Everybody's got comic books they tear up and do stuff
We
with.
use drawing night. Cool. I'm just pointing at it like.
Come here.
Alright, Jimmy. This is the shop.
Looks like he's working hard.
I know.
Hey!
We're doing a video live. What is that?
Art Life video blog.
I was like, what is that noise?
Yeah.
You mind if we yap for a little bit?
Go for it.
Okay, cool. How loud
How
is
loud's that gonna be? Oh, that's not too bad. He's working over there. Did you get him?
This is the other,
Tell us your name.
the other artist.
Making my pipes.